Alright guys, so welcome back to the Wind Waker. The last video was pretty long and full of some very interesting plot twists and storyline advancement. So I decided to leave that little bit of dialogue since we already kind of know about the Hero of Time. But we are on the search for the Triforce of Courage to get the Master Sword of Power back, and the King of Red Lions has added 2 new destinations to our sea chart, the Headstone Island to the south, and then I think this is Gale Island to the north. We can visit any one of these destinations first. There are a few things that we do have to do and able to get into these islands. You can't just waltz right in and do as you please. But before we do any more dungeons, because I feel like, you know, we've done enough, I feel like I want to do some more backtracking. And just get a few more things. We really need to go back to Windfall Island, so I think I'll do that first. And then I also want to go and get the eastern and western ferries, because we needed to get the Skull Hammer in order to gain entrance to those fountains. So it has been such a long time since we've been to Windfall. I was gonna go there, like the last backtracking stuff we did before we went to the Forsaken Fortress, but I kind of just wanted to do it now, just because more stuff has kind of opened up and become available to us. Look who this gentleman is. Do anyone recognize him? Who might you be? Why do I get this strange feeling that we've met before? Ah, it's you. The little boy who promises big promises and then fails to deliver on them. Huh, too bad you couldn't save my daughter. Fortunately, not everyone in this world fails to deliver. As it turns out, my dear Milo was saved by a group of kind pirates. The pirates had a leader, Tetra, I believe. She said her name was. I was most grateful. She did demand a rather hefty reward, though. Thanks to them, my fortune has vanished. We've hit rock bottom. But my little Mila is alive and home safe where she belongs, so I can't complain. A daughter is more important than money. Well, I'm glad that you've had that little, change of heart, and we can see that the other guy is no longer wandering around. So after you free his daughter and also the old man's daughter, you'll see them back on the island. So that's the first thing that's new. That's not really anything important. There's some collectible stuff we can grab here that I was more interested in. But just to show off some more stuff, this is his daughter. Hello. Hey, you, come on, use your head. You can't just stand there like that. You're in my way. Can't you move? Oops, that won't do. That won't do at all. Already I'm back to my old habits. I'm terribly sorry, really I am. Welcome to you, sir. This way to Windfall's outdoor shop, chock full of fun and happy products. Yeah, so she has to work for a living, whereas before, she was probably really rich and didn't have to lift a finger. So her life and her father's life have definitely taken a 360 turn. And you're probably asking yourself, where's the old man and Maggie? Well, someone has to live in their old house, right? So I say that we go and speak to those two up here and see what's happened to them. Maybe they've gotten rich. And they have. You can see him in his big fancy top hat. You there, halt! Oh, you're just some wretched street urchin. I thought you were the postman. Be thankful, because if you were the postman, I would have shooed you out of here before you could say boo. But say, you look rather familiar for a street urchin. Have we perhaps met before someplace? Yeah, we have, and you don't recognize me. But anyways, now that he is rich and Maggie is back, this is actually who we were collecting our skull necklaces for. Like I said, I don't know if we have enough, but I'm going to show them to him anyways. This is one of those skull necklaces that my daughter Maggie brought back from the Forsaken Fortress. These sell quite well at antique shops. In fact, it was thanks to these beauties that I became so filthy rich overnight. And from the looks of it, I'd say you have about 20 of those, don't you? They aren't easy to come by either. Frankly, I'm amazed you found so many. So we only need 20, that's good. I'll be bathing in money yet again. The money bath, the only bath that gets you filthy, filthy rich. Alright, boy, I'll give you this as a tip. Now I'm not thanking you or anything, I'm just feeling good today. And if you give him 20 of your skull necklaces, he'll give you a treasure chart. So he's obviously going crazy with being money hungry, but I was once quite poor myself, you know. Back then I used to dream of owning a boat I could use to go off in search of treasure. And now look at my filthy richness. Chase your dreams, little urchin. Well, why thank you. You're kind of creepy and crazy. And here is his daughter, Miss Maggie. Oh, to think that I would survive my ordeal and return to this town. And to think that I would ever be able to live in such a beautiful, opulent house. It's like a dream come true. But no, it's a nightmare. Without him by my side, it's like a rainstorm rages in my heart. He was so kind to me in the Forsaken Fortress, that sweet boy who gave me all those expensive necklaces when I fled from that cursed island. Just hearing his name lifts my spirits. Mo, the wonderful moblin from the Forsaken Fortress. Oh, Mo, why, Mo? I'm always writing heartfelt letters filled with my overflowing emotions, but why don't you answer me, Mo? This is bad, oh, terribly bad. I've already drifted off into my own dream world. Oh, by the way, I have a request for you. Could you take the letter I've just finished inking and deliver it to the post box for me? Please, I beg of you. Sure. What? Really? You're such a dear. You made Maggie so happy. So although I don't think it's a good idea to encourage bestiality marriage, I'll do it anyways. I mean, she's not a looker, so I don't know if anyone else would be interested in her. So, anyways, that's about all we wanted to do in here. Is grab. There's a chest up there, and I jumped it too far. But if you land on this stage, you can actually grab that chest. I'll come back for it later. It's only rupees, I think. Anywho, I just wanted to do those two things really quick. I still can't believe she's in love with a moblin. That's just, you know, they say love's crazy and you do some strange stuff, but falling in love with something that's a different species than you, I don't know. Anyways, let's get these lovebirds all, I guess, I don't know, reunited. I mean, as long as he's gonna come here, or I would hope not, because he'd get killed. Okay, so that takes care of that business. We'll do more on that later. We have to wait for the letter to be sent, and then we have to wait for another letter to come back, and we'll get a reward out of it. Like, not to worry, we're not doing this for no good reason. We have another delivery to make. If we remember, we have more than 20 joy pendants now. And I'm pretty sure we only need to bring 40 to her. And how many do we have? We got 23, so if we give her 20 more, she should be quite happy with 40. My dear, did you bring me joy pendants yet again? How many joy pendants have you brought? 23? My goodness, when I put these together with the ones you've already brought me, they add to a whopping 44! Oh, thank you, I'm so joyful. To receive so many mountains of these beautiful pendants, I am quite simply brimming with joy, my dear. To thank you, I have to give you my most precious of precious belongings. I shall give you this very special piece of jewelry. Now close your eyes, dear. This item is so rare. There is not another like it anywhere in the world. And she's absolutely right. We get the hero's charm. This mystical trinket gives you the ability to see the life forces of your foes. So, it's an interesting item. If you end up using it. What do you think? Isn't it dashing? It is the rarest of things, and it will show you its true worth when you wear it in the presence of a monster. For now, just select it on your quest to sub-screen and put it on, blah 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 blah. Kind of makes me wonder how she wandered across such an item. I mean, I just can't see her being near monsters at all in her life, but I guess you just never know. Oh god, there's just so much to do on this island. We're gonna do something really odd if these kids would get the hell out of my way. We're gonna take a picture of this lady over here. Let's do a full body picture. There we go. Now normally, after you finish the Picto Box side quest, you would be able to do this, but like I said, I don't have to do the side quest because I already have a colored picture box. So I'm just gonna do that now. And that blonde guy who's always walking around the island, that's who I'm looking for. Because if you take a picture of that girl and you show it to him, it'll trigger a little bunch of events, and you get more prizes out of it, obviously. So this is the guy I'm looking for here. As you can see in this picture, they're looking at each other, so they obviously like each other. And if you show him a colored photo of this beautiful lady, this girl, actually, buddy, this is the girl I've had my eye on lately. Wow, she really is that pretty. I mean, just seeing this pictograph reminds me of how gorgeous that girl is. But no, I'll never be happy with just a mere pictograph. Never. That's it. I've made my decision. I am going to get that girl to go out with me. It's gotta be done, buddy. I've got it. Maybe I'll invite her to join me at the cafe bar for coffee, of course. So what's her name anyway? Do you think she's nice? Does she have a steady fellow? Oh, I'm so nervous. Dating. Yeah, it's so complicated. So we'll meet those two later after you show him the picture. You have to do a few more things in that little side quest to get that one going. And this kid here, I haven't spoke to him. We can't do this right now, but you pesky little brat, nobody understands how I feel. Do you hear me? Nobody. Not you, not anybody. Wait, are you trying to tell me that you do understand how I feel? Yes, I do. Oh, really? Then how about a little test to see if you really do? I want you to show me a picture of the first perfectly round, pale thing you can think of. If you show me something that's exactly the same as my favorite thing, then you win, and I'll acknowledge that you understand the inner workings of my heart and mind. It's quite a simple little riddle, isn't it? Quickly now, bring it to me. Yeah, kid's kind of a douchebag, but we have to do that at nighttime. We have to wait for that one, but I didn't really introduce you to him and kind of tell you what he wanted. He wants, like he said, a picture of the first perfectly round, pale thing that you can see. I'm probably going to do this in a separate video, but I do want to do the side quest with this guy here, involving, it's kind of like a big, like, trading side quest, and I just want to put it into its own video, but I probably will do this relatively soon, because I feel that it's probably a time to do this before we start doing more storyline stuff, so I'm not going to do that now, but just look forward to that. I'll probably title it you know, Windfall Shop Trading Quest or something, so that it's really easy to pick out in a lineup, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I think all the other stuff we have to do at nighttime. Well, what do you think about my outfit? You don't see clothes like this often, do you? Aren't they so cute? A friend of mine who lives on Outset Island sent this outfit to me. She's an amazing girl. She can put jars on her head and walk around like it's nothing at all. You have to see it to believe it. Yeah, I don't think you have to actually talk to her to get her to show up. I think you just go to the cafe at night and you see those two. So everything we have to do is pretty much at nighttime. We gotta get a picture for that guy at nighttime. I also want to show you guys the auction, which is down here. Again, the auction only happens at nighttime. So we're gonna do a little bit of nightlife stuff on Windfall Island in the next video. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope that I will see you all next time.